In Lesson 7, we're going to expand on algebraic addition. Our objective is to be able to apply an understanding of opposites and algebraic addition to solve more complex addition problems. So starting with opposites, we've already discussed the idea of an additive inverse, and opposite and additive inverse are synonyms, okay? So they mean the same thing. I have an example here of the number 2 and its opposite, and then we can expand on that, okay? So you can see that the opposite or additive inverse is going to be the same distance from 0 on the number line, but going the opposite direction. So we've got 2 and negative 2. Now we can continue to add negative signs. So if we have negative 2, or the way we might see it in a problem is minus negative 2, that is equal to positive 2, okay? So far we have no negative signs over here. 1 negative sign is going to be negative. 2 negative signs, we're back over to the positive. 3 negative signs, we're back over to the negative, and so forth. So the general rule we can apply is if there is an odd number of negative signs, then our value is negative. If there is an even number of negative signs, then our value is positive. Another way I like to think about this, like looking at this example, where we have minus a negative or negative, is that these two negatives move, like this one moves over and it creates a positive. So you can kind of see how like those two come together to make a positive. So you can think of your groups of 2 negative signs doing that, or you can just remember odd number of negative signs is negative, even number of negative signs is positive. So for a sample problem here, this is the type of problem that you will see. And the first step is going to be to go number by number and just determine, is the ultimate value going to be positive or negative? So here we have negative, positive 4. So that is 1 negative sign, and so this is going to be equal to negative 4. Next, we have minus negative 5. Okay, so that's 2 negative signs, which is even, and so this is going to be equal to plus 5. Now we just have a plus 5. We'll leave that as is. Minus negative 3 is the same as plus 3. And then plus negative 6. So that is negative. Leave it like that. Now, probably the easiest way to do this is to move from left to right to solve this. So we've got negative 4 plus 5. That gets us to 1. I'll just write this whole thing. You don't have to show this much work, but I think it might be helpful for this lesson. So next we've got 1 plus 5, that's 6. Then we still have plus 3 and minus 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 minus 6, we get 3 for our ultimate answer. This one over here, turn this a little bit. Okay. All right, we have minus negative 4, so that is equal to positive 4, plus negative 2, so that's minus 2, minus negative 6. All right, so that is going to be 3 negative signs, which is an odd number, which is negative. So that will be minus 6. Okay, so now moving from left to right, we've got 4 minus 2 is 2, and 2 minus 6, we get negative 4.